Hello friends and welcome to another FriYay Pick a card bundle. I hope you are well and I hope you've had a good week and I hope you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are around you at the moment to either rest or to work or whatever it is that your body and soul and your mind and your heart need right now. I've had an incredibly busy week, so I do thank every one of you for supporting my work. And in that vein, I want to ask you, those of you who are watching my videos, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you a whole lot of new exciting content in the next week or so, and I might not get to share it all on social media. So if you want to make sure that you get it, if you want to make sure that you see what I'm up to, please subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching this off my blog, once you've finished watching, just click the little link above that says take you to YouTube, and please think about subscribing. I would so value and appreciate the support from you. Right, so today for our pick a card, I am using the amazing Tarot of Dreams. I love this deck. It's just absolutely gorgeous, the imagery. And then I'm also going to be bringing you some cards from the Healing Energy cards as well. So those are the decks that I have decided to use. So you know what you got to do? You need to look at the image that's on screen for you right now, and you need to make sure that you've cleared your mind. Just remove and release any stresses and worries that may be there with you at the moment, and take a deep breath in and exhale it all out. And as you look at the image on screen, which bundle has the message that you need to hear? Which one is your soul sort of leaning towards? Which one are you feeling more drawn to? And which one's going to have the perfect message that you need to hear? And remember, my FriYay messages are messages of hope, messages of guidance, of inspiration, and of love. So hope you get exactly the message that you need and that you deserve today. So without any further ado, let's move straight onto your bundles. You know which bundle you're going for. You know which one has the message that you need. So I shall see you there. Right, hello and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are going to get exactly what you need. So if you didn't watch the intro, today I am using the Tarot of Dreams, and I'm also going to be using Healing Energy cards to get us our awesome messages. So I have shuffled the deck beforehand. I have cleared it and set its intentions and done all of those glorious things. But while I have your attention now, I like to give it just one little shuffle just to make sure that we are connecting correctly and giving the messages that you need. So we're setting the intention now that the cards that we draw today be full of guidance, be full of inspiration, be full of hope, to help us through these difficult and challenging times that we are in at the moment. Right, I have shuffled enough. So we're going to take 2 cards from the tarot deck today. So we'll take one over there and we'll take that one over there. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So the first one we have, Fiery King of Wands. So the King of Wands, kings are normally those authority figures. Wands has got to do with our career, with our action, with our doing. So it's telling you to take control, or you are in control. Take control or be in control, or you are in control of your life, of your actions, of whatever it is that you're doing. Don't be afraid to bark out instructions. Don't be afraid to issue out orders. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Know that you are in control. You are in the driver's seat and you know exactly what's going on in your life. You know exactly what's happening. And behind that, very interesting, Page of Swords. So you've got 2 court cards today. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, for me, my interpretation, which is a little bit away from traditional meaning, but my interpretation for the Page of Swords is about learning and lessons. And isn't that what our life is about at the moment? You know, we're facing situations that we actually don't know anything about. We've never been in such circumstances before. So we're all learning. It's all an experience. It's all a learning. But those of you who chose bundle 1, you're clearly in control. You clearly know exactly who you are, what you're doing. You have a plan. You're not going blind, okay? You're not just waking up every day and making it up as you go. And if you are, you're doing a damn good job of it, I have to just say. But we need to understand that this whole situation and this whole whatever it is that you're facing in your life at the moment is an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to do better. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to rediscover yourself and to rediscover what you can and can't do, because that's what the King of Wands is all about. The King of Wands is all about recognizing and understanding the significance of you. But the Page of Swords is really, it's about learning. It's about recognizing what's happening here, recognizing your abilities, your capabilities, as well as your restrictions, and not being brazen and not being egotistical and not being full of yourself, recognizing that yes, you have abilities, you have really strong and amazing abilities, but you also have some restrictions and some limitations. So know your boundaries, know what you can and can't, and stick within that. Don't try and be the superhero unnecessarily, unless of course you're really confident. And he's all about confidence, okay? Our king is all about confidence. He knows exactly the strength of his army, okay? So you need to know the strength of your army, and you are your own army. I like that message. So those of you who chose bundle 1, it's all about being secure. It's all about being confident. It's all about knowing limits and restrictions. And it's all about being, again, I'm going to use the word confident in yourself and in your own abilities, and knowing what you can and can't do, and not trying to be anything different from that. So I'm going to put them there so that you can see them, because they are truly, truly awesome cards. Okay, now let's take from our, I'm trying to pick them all up, from the healing energy cards. Okay, let's get a shuffle and see what message we want to get from them. So what does the universe want us to know? What kind of healing energy message does the universe have for all of you right here and right now? Okay, let's see. I'm going to go for that one. Right, and it is the bridge between heart and throat. So heart and throat. Those of you who are familiar with chakras, are familiar with energy points. We're obviously talking about the 2 energy points between the heart and the throat. And written across the bottom, it says, healing of the heart and throat chakras. Share from your heart. Past traumas seen as positive lessons in the now. Say what you feel. I want to pause, put it there that you can pause on the message if you need to read it again and again and again. So, I do believe, those of you who know me, those of you who've had any kind of interactions with me, will know that I am the master of finding positives in all kind of difficult situations. I do believe that we can't just say, well, we had a bad experience and it was a bad experience and it was a bad experience. Everything that we're given in life is a lesson. Everything that we're given in life, and it's very interesting how we have the Page of Swords, and I'm reminded that the Page of Swords is all about learning. It's all about learning what we can and can't. Our heart is our feeling, it's our soul center, it's where we emote from, but our throat is our ability to communicate. And communication is not always about stomping your ground. It's not always about expressing yourself. It's sometimes about listening as well, okay? Because communication is not just about forcing yourself on others, but it's also being receptive to the message and the communication from others. And that is really what our King of Wands is all about as well. He's the action guy, okay? He's the guy who shouts charge and let's get going. But before he does that, he gives it a good thought. He thinks about it. He strategizes. And you can't strategize if you don't have all the information. How does he get all the information? By asking questions, by looking, by seeing, by feeling, and by doing. Okay, so the healing energy message for you today is to bridge between heart and throat. With everything that's going on in our world right now, you're either one of those people who are in a state of anxiety, a state of panic, a state of stress, and with that, we're stuck here. When we get here, when we start to communicate, when we start to express ourselves, we clear the energy of the emotion so that we can start getting through to the head where we can think, strategize, and come up with solutions. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 1, that's a really, really deep message. And I think it's quite profound for many of you who are going to be watching this right now. As I say to you every week, take what works for you and leave what doesn't. But be that King of Wands, okay? Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid to get involved. Don't be afraid to learn the lessons that you may need to learn. Don't be afraid to be that squire, because that's what the Page of Swords is. A page is a squire. So be the squire. Be creative, be motivated, be enthusiastic. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to learn the lessons that you need to do, and know that you're in control and it's going to be okay, because that's what this King of Wands says. This King of Wands says it's going to be okay. You will survive this. You will get through this, but you may need to charge ahead. You may need to storm ahead. So friends, with love and blessings from me to you, as you bridge the gap between your heart and your throat, learn how to express your emotions. Learn how to express your true desires, your wants and your needs. Until we do this again next week, you take care. And welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well, and I hope you are coping with life that we have at the moment. As you can see, I'm already shuffling. I'm like an eager beaver today. I am using the Tarot of Dreams, and I will be pairing it up with Healing Energy cards today, and hoping that they give us really, really fabulous messages. So I have obviously shuffled the cards beforehand, and I have set the intention, but what we're asking today is that the messages that we get be full of guidance, full of hope, full of upliftment, and full of motivation to help out each one of you watching right now, to help you through your difficult stress and difficult times that we are all facing right now. Okay, shuffled enough, let's draw some cards. So we're going to take that one over there, and we're going to take that one over there. Right. So the first one we have, now this particular deck has a couple of extra cards from a standard traditional tarot deck, and this one that we've drawn here is one of those extra cards. So it is known as the Palace of Coins, and if you look at it, I mean, let me just get my fingers out the way so that you can see. Pause the video and actually just look at the images. It's truly beautiful. Across the bottom here, we've got mushrooms, and we've got little animals and insects, and we've got this beautiful, majestic castle in the background. And what is that in the tree? We've got a beautiful owl in the tree. Oopsie, an owl in the tree. And it's really about a destination. It's about a destination of dreams. It's about a destination of opulence. And it's not financial opulence. It's not material possessions. It's about getting to a point and getting to a place in your life where you are comfortable, where you are satisfied, where your every need is met, knowing that you are okay, knowing that everything is catered for, everything is taken care of, and knowing that you can be who you truly are with no worries and no cares in the world. So that's the Palace of Coins. Isn't it gorgeous? I don't know about you, but I certainly want to go there. And it is partnered with, now we understand why we got the Palace of Coins, okay? So it's partnered with the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is one of these interesting cards, and it has a very interesting storyline to it. So the Seven of Swords is traditionally known as the theft, the thievery, the taking what you want, taking, being that kind of a person, okay, being the thief, just taking whatever you feel like it. But my interpretation, because, I'm one of those people that overanalyzes everything. So when I was learning the tarot and I came across this card, and I was like, well, if you watch the movies, or if you listen to folklore, if you listen to, the stories of the people gone by, those people who carried out the big heists and the big bank robberies and whatever, they didn't wake up one morning and say, oh, today I feel like robbing a bank, and off they go. Everything had to be well planned out. You had to get people in, and there was months of watching and planning and strategizing, and this person with that skill and that expert. And so it was quite a procedure, okay? So it wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. Being a good thief, and we're talking about a good thief here, okay? We're not talking about those people that get caught on their first attempt. We're talking about the people who get away with it, all right? There's a lot of planning, there's a lot of strategy that goes into it. So what we're looking at here is what you're facing in your life. The message that Spirit has for you today is this Palace of Coins is available to you. It is available to you. It's not a myth. It's not just a pipe dream. It's a reality. It can be a reality for you if you plan and strategize. I love this. I love this. I always get so excited. So we need to take what is rightfully ours, not what belongs to somebody else, but what is rightfully ours. Don't be afraid to take it, but don't be, I'm going to use a horrible word, don't be stupid, okay? Strategize, plan, have a strategy in mind, have an action plan in mind on how you're going to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Then go out and do it, okay? don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on that palace of coins. Don't give up on your palace of dreams, I'm going to call it. Don't give up on it. It is a reality. It does exist for you, and you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But the way to get it is to strategize, is to plan. I mean, if you look at the picture on the card here, so he's arrived to pick up these coins, but he didn't, these swords, but he didn't give much thought to what he was collecting. He didn't give much thought to how he was going to carry them. And I mean, and over here you can see that there are two that he's leaving behind because he just doesn't have any capacity to carry anymore. So is he successful in what he's achieving? No, he's not, because he didn't plan. He didn't put enough thought into his strategy. So yes, he's got that little bag on his back that he can carry the swords in, and he's got some under his arm here, but he is leaving some behind because of his lack of planning, his lack of strategy. So don't be like him. Don't be like him. Your palace of coins is available to you. Your paradise is there. It needs some work. You need to work on it. You need to keep working towards it, but you will achieve it with a little bit of planning and a little bit of foresight. Right. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to take from our healing energy cards and see what message we get from them. So what healing message do Spirit and the universe have for you today? Shuffle, 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 asking that we get exactly the card that we all need right now, the card that's going to give us the healing message that we need. And I feel like that card is the right one for us. So we have Soul Chakras, card number 2. The Soul Chakra, can you see this, the star on the feet? That is where your soul chakra comes out from. So it comes out of the ball of your foot. And the message at the bottom, it says, balance, ground and anchor the ideas, the healing and changes into your life and body. Feet planted in the physical world, getting to the root or the source of the situation. So we have to remain grounded. That's really what this message is saying to you. You have to remain grounded. You have to recognize that you live on Mother Earth. You have to realize that Mother Gaia is the most important thing in your life right now. Without her, we don't exist. So we need to remain in the real. We need to remain in reality. We can't, and it's a very interesting message, this, because here we're talking about our palace of dreams, our palace of coins, and Spirit is saying it's available to you. It's there for you. It's not just a pipe dream, but stay real. Stay realistic. Don't let your palace of coins be made out of coins, literally, okay? Because that's not going to happen. It's not a possibility. Stay grounded in what you're expecting, what you're wanting, what you're working towards. Don't, have those dreams and make them big. Make them big, but don't make them unrealistic. Remember, with a little bit of planning, with a little bit of strategy, anything is possible. Stay grounded in all that you do. I always chuckle when this particular card comes up because I don't do barefoot. I can't, not even in my own home. No way. I don't do barefoot. So, going barefoot on the ground is something that just really freaks my little brain out. But it's what I'm going to say to you. Take your shoes off. Go and stand on the ground and just breathe. Just breathe in Mother Earth. Breathe in her energy through your soul chakras into your body and let her replenish your energies that are a little bit flat at the moment, because you're trying so hard, but you feel as if you're not getting anywhere. You're feeling as if your batteries are flat, your batteries are plump. We need to strategize. We need to keep moving forward. We need to have a plan, but you do need to just stop and recharge from time to time. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today, I hope that there was something in there that spoke to you. I hope that there was something in there that just rang true in your mind and gives you the guidance, hope, and the inspiration that you need. Until we do this again next week, you take care. Hello, friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are all okay. I hope you are having an awesome day, and I hope you're not suffering too much with our current state of affairs. So friends, today, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, which is this deck that I am throwing all over the table here, which is an absolutely gorgeous deck. So we're using the Tarot of Dreams, and we're going to pair that with and also take some messages from the Healing Energy cards as well. And we're asking today that the messages that we receive be full of guidance, full of hope, full of inspiration, and full of love to help us get through our challenging and difficult times right now. Okay, we have shuffled enough. Let's take 2 cards. So we're going to take that one over there, and we're going to take that one over there. So very interesting. Before I turn it over and show you, this particular deck does have a couple of extra cards. 4, I say a couple, 4 of them. And basically these are what we call location cards. And you know, there are typically 78 cards in a tarot deck. This one has 4 extra cards. So that makes it 78 plus 4. You can work out the math. And I have done bundle 1, I have done bundle 2, and I'm now doing bundle 3. And we have one of these extra cards came out in bundle 2, and one has come out now in bundle 3 as well, which is so, I find it so interesting. I find it quite fascinating that this is the message. It's a different one from what came out in bundle 2, but it's still interesting. And the one that you've got is the Palace of Wands. So the Palace cards are what we call location cards, okay? So the Palace cards in this particular deck are talking about a state of mind, a state of being, a location, a place that we're working towards being, becoming, all of that kind of thing. And the Palace of Wands, you know, I love, love, love. If you look at the opulence in this particular card, pause the video and actually just look at the card, look at the graphic, and look at the image. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it is a palace of safety, a palace of security, a palace where all your needs are met. It's a strong palace. I mean, if you look at the gold walls, I mean, the walls and the windows and everything's all in one. It is solid. It's built into a mountain. So it has the strength, it has the structure, it has the security of all of those things. And that's what the Palace of Wands is. So it's telling you that you are strong, you are stronger than you realize, that you are surrounded by strength. Okay, whatever's going on in your life at the moment, just know that the Palace of Wands is available to you. You have that strength here, here, and all around you. Okay, in your heart and in your soul and in your emotions and everywhere, you've got that strength, that conviction, that stamina. You've got that mountain inside you, around you, in front of you, and behind you to keep you strong, to keep you stable, and to keep you secure. And the other card that we got with it, just love these, the Hermit. So typically the message of the Hermit is that you don't need anybody else. You need to go it alone. You need to figure this out for yourself. The answers that you're looking for are not out there. They're in here, okay? So the Hermit is the card of solitude. It's the card of introspection, and it's the card of looking within yourself to find the answers that you're seeking. So when we put the two together, so we've got our Palace of Wands, which is our strength and our security and our structure that is available to us. This is what the universe is saying, is there for you. Spirit is saying, you have the strength. You have the strength. But you need to go within to find it. You're going to find this palace that you're seeking, this palace that you're wanting to achieve and wanting to attain. It's here within you. Okay. And I know right now we are all restricted by, you know, what our governments are saying, what our society is saying, what's going on in the world. We all are restricted by those restrictions. But you need to understand that you've got everything you need right here. You have all the answers to all your problems, to all your situations. Dig deep within yourself. Don't look externally for the answers. Look here within yourself, because you've got it. You're strong. You're amazing. You are protected. You are powerful. And you are all you need. Right. I love that. I'm going to leave that standing here in front of me as a reminder, and I will refer back to them. But I now want to take a card from the Healing Energy cards, because they just really add to the message so beautifully, to complete it and to just make us feel like we've got the answers we're looking for. So let me just have a shuffle, and let's see what kind of healing energy message the universe has for us today. Taking that one. Oh my gosh, I'm like, no, this is not real. So this particular deck is 50-something cards. I've never actually counted them. And this card that we have here is, again, a repeat card, an exact repeat card. I'm forgetting now if it was bundle 1 or bundle 2, to be honest with you. But it is a repeat card, and it is the bridge between heart and throat. And the message across the bottom: healing of the throat and heart chakras, share from your heart, past traumas seen as positive lessons in the now. Say what you feel. So friends, that's a really, really powerful message. So we know we have, those of you who are familiar with your chakras, they are energy centers in your body, and we have our heart chakra and we have a throat chakra. Your heart chakra deals with emotions, deals with feelings, deals with love, all of those kind of things. And your throat chakra deals with communication. Now, communication is not just about expressing. It's not just about talking. Communication is also the receptive side of it, which is the listening. Okay. So paying attention to what you're saying, speaking your truth, speaking what is difficult, expressing yourself, expressing your heart, because that's what this one's talking about. When it talks about your heart and your throat, it's about expressing your emotions. I'm also the kind of person who always manages to find a positive in all negative situations. So if something bad happens, I'm always able to find a reason to be grateful. I practice gratitude every single day. Gratitude is my everything. It's my water. It's my food. It's what gets me through life. And gratitude is expressing what we're feeling from the heart. When I look at this Palace of Wands that we have here, you deserve to have the security and the stability and the strength in your life. You deserve to be protected, okay? But maybe you're resisting something. Maybe there's something that happened in your past that has made you feel like you don't deserve it, made you feel unworthy, made you feel like you're not good enough, okay? And this is why maybe you are practicing this kind of solitude, maybe why you're still single, why you're still on your own. Even if you're in a relationship, how connected are you to your partner? How connected are you to your family? Maybe it's saying to you that the pain that you've suffered previously, because that's what this one's talking about, the pain that you've suffered previously, instead of keeping it to yourself, maybe you need to express it. And in so doing, you will realize how strong you are. In so doing, expressing that pain that you've experienced in the past will help you to find your palace that you are so desperately looking for and that you so desperately need and deserve, and all of that good stuff in life. So while we are still experiencing the tragedy of this virus that's going on around you at the moment, use this time to your advantage. Don't hold all your feelings inside. Where's my hermit? Don't hold all your feelings inside. Learn how to express yourself without being arrogant, without being egotistical, without being any of those kind of things. You know, when you say, advice I always give to my clients is that when you speak, don't speak of you. Don't say, you make me upset. You said. Don't do that, because that is attacking. Come from a place of I feel, I need, I want. When you do that in expressing yourself, you change the energy of the communication so much. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, there's a lot there. I hope that there's something in there that just speaks to your heart and soul and makes you feel like you've got a bit of ammunition to get you through the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. Take what works for you and leave the rest. With love and blessings from me to you. Until we do this again next week, you take care.